Hey guys, Saki here from SAKITECH, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about why I'm switching from the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 to the iPhone XS Max. So let's dive in and find out why I'm doing this. Now for the people that have been following me for years, they will know that I'm a fan of the Samsung Galaxy Note series. So when the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 was out, or when Note 9 came out, I was very excited to finally have those products in my hand so I can use them as my daily drivers. And now what I want to do is I want to switch to the iPhone XS Max, which is going to perplex a lot of people. Now let me explain to you why I'm making this switch. Now first and foremost, the switch is going to be temporary. At least that's why I'm anticipating. Because every single time I switch from a Samsung Galaxy phone to the iPhone, I do like that transition. There's something about the iPhone that's likable, but then I always end up going back to the Samsung Galaxy phones because they're simply more complex products as opposed to the simplified interface of the iPhone. So this time I'm going to do something very different. I'm not going to only switch to the iPhone XS Max, I'm going to switch over to the Apple ecosystem. Now I've told you in the past that I do use Apple products. Here's a MacBook. Here's an iPad that I use on a daily basis. And of course, in my bedroom and in my living room, I have an Apple TV that I use consistently to watch TV. So this time, I'm going to actually start to use two more things. I'm going to do the iPhone XS Max, and also I'm going to do the Apple Watch Series 4, and I'm going to try to experience the entire Apple ecosystem as one unit. Now, a lot of people can't do this because these things can get very expensive. One of the cheapest MacBooks you can buy is $1,000. Apple Watch, $400-500. You got the iPhone XS Max, $1,000. Couple Apple TVs, $400 maybe. So you're looking over $3,000 if you want to live in an Apple ecosystem. But I want to do it anyway so I can experience the entire thing. And I want to see if it's going to make it worth for me to switch from the Galaxy Note 9 to the iPhone XS Max. Is the iPhone XS Max going to be a complementary product to the ecosystem, or am I just going to go right back to the Samsung Galaxy Note 9? That's the question. So there's going to be an update follow-up video to this video. In this video, I'm announcing that I'm switching to the iPhone XS Max for approximately 1 month as my daily driver. And of course, the Note 9 is going to be my second daily driver. And at the end of the 1 month, I'm going to make a decision on either going back to the Note 9 or staying with the iPhone XS Max. And of course, I'm going to make a video telling you guys why, what is my decision and why I made that decision. But in this video, I just want to highlight a couple things about the iPhone. There's only one problem with the actual iPhone. Of course, it's got a premium build quality. It's a flagship smartphone. It's got a great camera on the front and the back. Not the best in the market, but it's up there, okay? It's up there in the top 5. And it's got all the other little features such as water resistance, wireless charging, a facial scanner on this guy right here, which works flawlessly. So the Face ID on the iPhone X does work very, very flawlessly. Basically, if your phone is locked, you just lift it up, you take a look at it. Whether you're wearing sunglasses or not, it's going to unlock it, okay? And you go right inside by swiping up on the screen. So that works very well. In fact, that works a little bit better than the iris scanner found on the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. With the iris scanner, you do have to look at it a certain way for the scanner on the front to read your eyeballs, okay? And if you're wearing sunglasses, it's not going to work. But the good thing with the Note 9 is it has so many options. You can use the fingerprint sensor on the back, and the moment you click it, so it's unlocked right now, you click the fingerprint sensor, boom, it's quickly unlocked, okay? So you have options on the Note 9. On the iPhone, there's no fingerprint sensor, but you got the Face ID that does work every single time flawlessly. It has not given me a problem in daytime or at nighttime in dark conditions. So I like the unlocking system of the iPhone. I like the overall simplicity of the iPhone, but that's also the reason I leave the iPhone every single time. Basically, if you look at the phone, now I paid $1,000 for this, over $1,000, $1,200 some dollars, and I unlock the phone and this is all I see. A bunch of apps on the screen. It's no different than the iPhone 10 that came out last year. It's no different than the iPhone 8 Plus that also came out last year as far as the software experience is concerned. So it's all the same stuff. So I'm paying $1,000 here and I cannot even get customization on the main home screen. I cannot add widgets. I can't do nothing with this phone other than stare at the apps that I've downloaded. So as an ecosystem, as an Apple ecosystem, meaning the MacBook, the iPad, the Apple TVs, the Apple Watch, this might be worth it, okay? Because everything that happens here reflects on all the other products instantaneously. They're all connected in a beautiful ecosystem. However, as a phone all by itself, other than the fact that it's got a nice build quality, it's got a good camera, this is it. So I can go on eBay right now and buy an iPhone 10 from last year for $600 to $700 used, and it's going to give me the same exact experience this phone does, minus the minor enhancements that you get with the processor upgrade. So as a standalone smartphone, in my opinion, the iPhone XS Max simply doesn't compare to something like the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, which is full of deep and rich software features. As soon as you turn on the phone, it's just a powerhouse of features and customization. Of course, Android phones overall are also customizable, and that's part of the Note 9, but Note 9 has its own software features that are also not present on other smartphones that makes it a little bit better than the other Android smartphones as far as customization is concerned. And of course, the other thing I want to talk about, again, back to the iPhone XS Max, is the notch. So the notch doesn't, I've said that the notch doesn't bother me when I'm using the phone in this orientation, in portrait orientation. So if I'm looking at an app, browsing the web, just texting or making calls, this is fine. The notch doesn't bother me. But when I flip the screen over and I watch a movie on the actual iPhone, the notch bites in to the full screen experience. That's not the case with the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. So I do like the full screen experience on the Note 9 than on the iPhone. It does feel like that notch is a flawed design. Okay, I do anticipate it's going to disappear at some point when they master the in-display fingerprint sensors. We'll see what happens with that later, but for now I do think this is a flawed concept here, a notch hanging out on the top just so you can put in a Face ID system. It really isn't true full screen, okay? So that's one problem with the iPhone that I do have. Again, it doesn't bother me in the portrait orientation, only bothers me watching movies in landscape orientation when the notch gets in the way of the total experience. So that's basically everything that I want to talk about in this video. Again, like I said, I'm switching to the iPhone XS Max for almost maximum a month. At the end of that month, I'm going to make a decision on whether or not I'm going to stick with the iPhone XS Max forever or go back to the Note 9. And again, remember, I'm not making a switch from the Note 9 smartphone to the iPhone XS Max smartphone. Because I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't be able to make that switch. I would go right back to the Note 9. The reason I'm switching to the iPhone XS Max is to experience the entire smartphone with the Apple ecosystem. That means the laptop, the iPad Pro that I have here, the Apple TVs, and the Apple Watch. I do have the Apple Watch 3 right now, but I'm going to go and buy the 4 tomorrow just for the sake of this experience. And if I determine that I like the iPhone XS Max, the way it works with the ecosystem, I'll keep it. If I can continue using the Apple products like the Apple TV and the MacBook without needing the iPhone, if the iPhone doesn't add too much to the whole experience, then I'm probably going to go back to the Note 9. But that is going to be something that you're going to see at the end of the month. So just stay tuned to the channel. I'll let you know what's happening with that. But for now, this is it. And again, I did tell you guys there are certain things I do like about the iPhone. I like the build quality. I like the cameras. I like the Face ID system. I do like the simplicity, but it does get boring. And that's why one of the big reasons I do go back to the Note 9. And also, I told you already what I don't like about the iPhone. I do not like the notch biting into my movie viewing experience. So just keep those things in mind, those basic things, and we'll see what happens. Make sure you guys drop your comments, questions, concerns down below. Let me know how you feel. Let me know if you're in the process of doing the same thing. Maybe you guys are also trying to switch to an entire app ecosystem. Like I said, drop your comments down below. And of course, make sure to subscribe to SAKITECH and give this video a thumbs up. I will see you in the next video.